Sana. That's one of actually, I'd say, one of the jams I've come to love recently. Shout out to you guys for those who always request on the culture show. On Thursdays, catch me there tomorrow, but Karibuni Sana to the Africa Today show. Everyone who's live with us on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, everyone with us on the radio station. To those who catch this on a replay, hope you guys get to enjoy. And of course, for those who are here for the first time, Karibuni Sana. My name is Joby, one more time. And I'd love to urge you to follow us on whatever stream you are streaming live with us from. And also download our app, which is easy for you to find so that you can stay connected every single time wherever you are. In case you're not able to stream live on YouTube, you can listen through the radio app as long as you're connected to the internet. But that is, you can find it on the Google Play Store if you're using an Android device. If you are an iPhone user, we got an active website link www.blackoutfanector.com. Karibuni sana once again. Today shall be extending or continuing. Literally, this is the part two of yesterday's show as we get to literally dive in and understand where do the white people come from, their creation, why do they behave the way they behave. It's literally super, super deep. And I said personally, I'm going to have that's, I think, what I'm going to do during the weekend. I need just time to rewatch the videos like the one we were watching yesterday just to literally sink my mind deeper, because it's super, super deep. It's super, super deep. And it will take time, of course, for everyone or for me. For me, of course, it's lessons. For me to be able to, let's say, if I want to teach someone else, it's literally a whole lesson. I have to be very well informed to be able to pass this kind of information because it's not really, really light at all. But shout out to Jason, Karibu Sana. But before we get started, I want to share some amazing supplements. One of the things you can find under our app, that is the PHFN Sports page. Once you have the application, you can sign in using your username, and you can also check out the amazing supplements we have. We have vitamins, proteins, amino acids, all organic, beauty, health, nail, skin, essential, all organic. If you've been looking maybe for some moringa, some simos, turmeric, gummy bears, we got you covered. But here, as we get to dive in, or get our brains right here, get yourself some brain and focus for me.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Yeah, stay focused as we get into today's conversation. Karibuni sana once again. Shout out to Mr. Black of Fire who just joined. How are you doing this amazing evening from my end afternoon?
I'm glad you told me you was live, Joby.
Huh?
I'm glad you told me you was live.
Yeah, I told you I was live when I started.
You did? I don't. Get out of here.
I did. I did tell you I'm live. I'm live. Literally, I've texted you like twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not checking your phone. Better keep up with the time, But anyway, Karibuni sana. Before we get started, as we continue, before we get to continue with yesterday's conversation from where we left, I want to just dive a little bit into some news and updates right here. And this is a conversation we had some time back of how the white nurses were breaking the bones of black newborn babies. And this is actually one of the nurses who's a Virginia nurse and who was arrested for breaking the bones of black new babies. And that is in the hospital of NICU. And she has been released on a bond of $25,000. That is today. And it's just super, super crazy to see that these people will walk scot-free with anything, talking about the same race we're discussing today, how they coming from nowhere to just dominating everything to killing, and this is just okay. It's just okay. I mean, and you're not feeling guilty. It doesn't pinch you, doesn't eat you. This creature is just another creature hard to understand. Why people are just, and I'm glad we're talking about this because even when I was talking about Obama earlier, I'm like, it's just the thought how they just lack that subconscious of understanding evil. And then something Jibba Jabba actually even mentioned yesterday, the fact that they even have a touch of blackness, of melanin in them, like it's just
Some,
crazy.
not all. Some,
Not
yeah, some.
some, not all, okay. But
Yeah,
okay.
have a touch of black, have a touch of, well, they all got black female genetics.
Mhm.
That's, but that's not what I'm talking about. That doesn't mean they were melanated. They have a from being in a mix with us through slavery and the Moors. They've got some black genetics mixed from the rape, from the black men sleeping with them. So they some are not as wicked as most. But I don't know which one. I can't tell. But in all of them,
Mhm.
some are not completely all wicked, but the majority are wicked. The majority do not have any black genetics.
It's crazy,
That
man.
black genetics was to make them human. That's what the Moors said when they were going into Spain. We got to make this beast human by putting our seed up in it, by
It's
fertilizing it, put melanin in this thing. Because the more melanated you are, the more human you are. Civil, the more empathy, sympathy you have for humanity.
but you've also said that if you talk about literally, if you look at the mulattoes, as we literally get into it, if you look at the mulattoes, you've said if you're not careful, they will also dominate Africa. So the fact that they also have a touch of melanin in them, how
Yeah,
comes?
sometimes it don't work because you're right. And not to be true, because the power structure is right on the planet. Most people are weak. They want to side with the power structure. And so I never understand why would you willingly make your own enemy? Have you ever woke up? You're willingly making your own enemy. Your children are going to be enemy of black people. You're willing. It's all right, love is love, and all that old dumb shit. That's a lie. Every time you go back and research destruction of any kind of black civilization, mulattoes always have a big part in destroying it. Always. So, you know, percent always. So mulattoes are not really evil, but do evil shit. They would side with the evil people. They wouldn't really be carrying out that. They would be helping the evil motherfucker. They
You're
wouldn't really
right.
be doing a lot of it themselves, but yeah, they're just wicked. Then it also depends on, what womb are they coming out? An African womb or a white womb? Worse if you have a mulatto that's coming out of a white woman's stomach than an African woman's stomach.
An Obama, if you have like an Obama, if you have
Exactly.
like an Obama, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna
Right.
be
Came
bad.
out. Yeah, because those genetics are really geared toward the white because that Obama was cooked up in a white stomach,
Mhm.
come out of a white woman. So technically, no matter what kind of uh, mulatto, his genetics are white. His behavior
But
is white.
mhm. As we get into it, I don't know which video I should start. Should I start with the
Uh,
one I was doing
but
yesterday? Because this one we
which
left
one?
yesterday.
Which one? Which one did you have? Yes. Okay. Yes, Dad. I sent you. Um. Let's see which one I sent you yesterday. I thought
There was
we
this one
finished.
I talked about what is a demon and where do they come from. There was that
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
And the one for the reptalia, how they change, where they come from, as they, you know, and the
Oh yeah.
cloning. Mhm.
Okay. We'll start. Okay.
First,
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do what is the demon first, but first, I mean not first, but just secondly, I want you to play the
okay.
first one I sent you today. It's called the Emerald Tablets of Soul. I want you to go to the 11th minute mark. because you can't really find the emerald tablets. They've edited all of it on YouTube. They've edited all that shit. It's all edited now. You can't find the complete. And he's right. Those said this over and over again because you have to. The way he's phrasing it, it's going to take you years to understand it. Years of studying to understand what he's just saying. Now that I did years of study, I can tell you what everything means. But it took me years to understand what the fuck is he talking about? What light? What is this? What part is that? I got to understand. When he's talking about the hounds coming at, that was Anubis. The Africans called it. I was like, what? Yeah, you go to Emerald Tablets to start at the 11-minute mark.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, you take your time. Someone explain. He's talking about the cooking up of this cracker. In the beginning. And he's talking about the dweller.
No, that's not it.
No, that's from the other phone. Yeah, I must play that last. Not on that page, Joey. On the other one, because whenever I send you videos, I send you on different phones. So look for the other phone. When it's got the what does the demon come from? When I sent you, look on that phone. Yeah, those are videos. That's the videos from the other phone right there. Oh, that was played at the end. We're almost wrapping it up. Emerald tablets of stone. Most of them always they edit out. He's talking about opening up portals. They always edit all this shit out now.
Okay, I have 4 videos. I have the one from. Is it from Beetroot?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Look, Joey, scroll up where you say Yahweh lot. Okay, yeah, scroll up. It's gonna say Emerald Tablet of Thoth on. I said it's gonna be a green. It's gonna show you a green thing. Say Emerald Tablets of Thoth. See it? I messaged it to you.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay,
Remember you
I've seen it.
said, yeah.
Okay. Another phone.
Get you some glasses.
I don't need glasses. I'm not wearing glasses. I'm sorry. Okay, here we have it.
Yeah, so that's an introduction. It's the clearest one I can find. All the other ones got too much editing, many people talking.
Emerald Tablet 1. The History of Thoth the Atlantean. I, Thoth the Atlantean, Master of Mysteries, Keeper of Records, Mighty King, Magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of Amenti, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after. These records of the mighty wisdom of great Atlantis. In the great city of Kior, on the island of Undal, in a time far past, I began this incarnation, not
Pause
as
it.
the little
Pause it.
men
Pause
of
it.
the
Pause it. Pause it. See, I begin this carnation. So he's coming back alive. I begin this reincarnation. I start this carnation not as the little men. He's talking about the ones who are now around him in Atlantis. He's calling them the little men, dumb. As the little men of Atlantis who have to keep being reincarnated, Thoth now has control of his incarnations. He does not die anymore. Doesn't have to go through the thing of being reincarnated because now he knows how to recharge his cells. I'm gonna show you what that. He knows how to. This is what he's talking about. He knows how to recharge his cells by recharging the cells out of his body and just live in any kind of clone that he wants to create. See, these are these niggas. Thoth is a nigga. So these niggas have now got the power of not dying, of deciding to leave their bodies and recharge their cells by either going up to the sun or going in the halls of Amenti and standing in what they call the lake of fire. What the fuck is this lake of fire? Took me years to decode all this shit. Now I know what the lake of fire is and what they used it for. But anyway, go ahead, Joe.
present age did the mighty ones of Atlantis live and die, but rather from aeon to aeon did they renew their life in the halls of Amenti.
The
river of life flows.
The river of life flows. They would renew their life in the halls of Amenti out of their body because everything is energy, guys. So they would flow, be able to connect to the life force. I should have put that. I should have gave Joe that image. I showed you guys that so many times. Well, they could leave their buses. They wouldn't die. They would inhabit other bodies. Right? That's why Thoth is Hermes Trismegistus. We also know Thoth is Enoch from the Bible. Thoth is Enoch. We know Thoth is also Nigashida from the Anunnaki. We know this nigga's Nigashida. He's Nigashida of the Anunnaki. That's who Thoth is. He's Nigashida, he's Enoch, he's he's and also Hermes. When we talk about the seven universal laws of the universe. He's also Hermes Trismegistus. So we know he's all these different people living in these different bodies. Because Thoth told you he's Hermes. But we know he's also Nigashida too, of the Anunnaki. We know his daddy is Ptah, who's also Poseidon, and he's also Enki. He's also the Lord Enki. And we got Enki, Enlil, his uncle. Now, my studies now tell me that Enki, that Thoth is not the son of Enki. And I think a lot of this shit they be lying to us about too, covering up that shit they've done. I don't believe that Thoth is the son of Enki, like they talk about here in the Emerald Tablets. I think Thoth is the son of fucking Jehovah, Enlil has. And that's why he colluded with Enlil to make this cracker. I think the Nigashida is actually the son of Enlil, not Enki. It gets really deep because a lot of fuckery is put your way. It takes years to study. I don't think that Thoth is actually the son of Enki, or Nigashida is the son of Enki, or Ptah. I think Nigashida, Thoth, is the son of Enlil, Yahweh ass, Jehovah punk ass. That's what I'm starting to get. And together they made this cracker. Go ahead, Joby.
Okay.
Eternally onward. 100 times 10, I have descended the dark way that led into the light, And as many times have I ascended from the darkness into the light, my strength and power renewed.
His strength, power. His strength and power. His strength and power were renewed because he was never dying. He would go and recharge his cells in the halls of dimension by using a static field, which is under the ground. You have to get out your body, go to the sun, go to the sun outside your body, and recharge your cells that way. Or you would go in the ground through the energy that comes up through the ground to other planets. And that'd be like a static field. So that's how he would keep his motherfucking ass alive, by regenerating his cells in his body, and that would make him what? Immortal. He would never have to die and come back, die and come back, die. Like he said, his incarnations were different than the other people that didn't have the knowledge. Go ahead, Joby.
And the men of Chem shall know me no more.
And of Kim. Kim is Kim. Pause that. So when we were doing yesterday with the white man reading the tab, Kim means alchemy. It does not. The land of Kim is Kemet. What you call Egypt today, where them fake foreign motherfuckers live at, who are never. And remember, at this time, there are no white people, there are no Asian people, there are no East Indian people on the planet. While any of this is happening, they do not exist. We'll make sure we understand this. This planet is nothing but black people at this time. These other races do not exist at all. Go ahead, Joey.
Will rise again, mighty and potent, requiring an accounting of those left behind me. Then beware, O men of Chem, if ye have falsely betrayed my teaching, for I shall cast ye down from your high estate into the darkness of the caves from whence ye came. Betray not my secrets to the men of the north, or the men of the south, lest my curse fall upon ye. Remember and heed my words, for surely will I return again and require of thee that which ye guard. I, even from beyond time, and from beyond death will I return, rewarding or punishing as ye have requited your trust. Great were my people in the ancient days, great beyond the conception of the little people now around me. Knowing the wisdom of old, seeking far within the heart of infinity knowledge that belonged to earth's youth. Wise were we with the wisdom
of infinity knowledge. So those was one of the guys that knew. See, we come from a higher form, guys, which we're dumb as hell now, and less advanced. Coming from infinity knowledge, he's talking about the knowledge of the universe, how everything works. So when Thoth is going to tell, when he leaves his body, he's seeing people create directly from the ether, right? He's going to tell the dweller. That's that Ogu motherfucker. When Thoth leaves his body, he's telling you he's able to go to the third, fourth, fifth dimension, but he can't go no higher than that. And he's seeing people create things with their mind, straight from the ether, because we all can do that. That's why the white man got rid of the ether in your what? Your periodic table. You go back, get a periodic table from the 20s, when the elements was what? Ether. It's not even in your table of science no more. But you can create anything with your mind by learning how to work the ether. Because the ether is nothing but magnetism and light in its densest form. That's how you create matter. Go ahead, Joe.
Wisdom of the children of light who dwelt among us. Strong were we, with the power drawn from the eternal fire. And of all these, greatest among the children of men was my father, Thothme, keeper of the great temple.
He's saying his father is Inky. You know, Thothme is Inky, punk ass. We know that's Inky. I don't believe Inky is his goddamn daddy. I don't believe that at all. So I went back and got some Sumerian text, said Enlil is this nigga's daddy. Jehovah, Yahweh is this nigga's daddy, not Inky. So I'm getting some descriptions because all the wicked shit I started to uncover goes back to nigga Sheeta Thoth, punk ass. Goes back to him and Jehovah, wicked ass. these two wicked niggas. Goes back to these two wicked niggas specifically. So I don't believe, he's lying when he wrote this shit. I said Inky is his daddy. I don't believe Inky is Thoth's daddy. I believe Enlil, Yahweh, Jehovah is this nigga's daddy. Because I came across an old Sumerian text that said nigga Sheeta was Enlil's son. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Now I start, I just found out like 6 months ago. I said, oh shit. I'm getting about it. The true creator always sends me shit. Lets me research it. This shit just finally comes. Because you guys know, you guys been with me forever. I always put Thoth in with high regard. And the creator was like, no, Keith, Thoth is the enemy. And he started giving me downloads and sending me places to find shit. I found some ancient Sumerian texts showing that nigga Sheeta punk ass is Enlil's son, not Inky's son. That Thoth is Enlil's son. I said, now it makes sense. These two niggas getting together to make these crackers and these Asians, these Indians. That's these motherfuckers. Oh, okay. They just try to say Inky, but I'm gonna prove that I'll prove that this weekend. It goes deep. But this shit right here is bullshit. He's not Inky's son. Or Thoth made, or what's called Poseidon or Ptah. Remember, Ptah is the first ruler of Kemet. Then Thoth rules after Kemet, then Ra, which is his brother Marduk. Go ahead, Joby.
Link between the children of light who dwelt within the temple and the races of men who inhabited.
Now pause it. Because I gotta go. See, this knows 4 minutes. If you don't, it's taking years to decode all this shit. The children of light, he's talking about the guys that don't have bodies. The light beings I'm telling you guys about. Balls of light. So you had to, so they were interacting with the cats that were nothing but balls of light at that time. Remember, this is back 400,000. Atlantis is 400,000 years ago. 400,000 years ago. So that's how black people, we go back millions of years. See, that's 400,000. So white people ain't gonna be made to 300,000, 6,000 years ago. So all these other people are brand new to the planet. They do not exist. So he's telling you there's balls of light, the children of light. I showed you guys when we did that video about a couple months ago, the balls of light that were over the ocean. Because you just house the body is an illusion. It's fake. And Thoth tells you in the tablets. He said, oh, the reality is an illusion, but there's laws to the illusion. There's rules. You're just a body, you're just a ball of light outside the body. Go ahead, Joby.
Of peace, after the three of the dweller of Unal, speaking to the kings.
The dweller Unal. That's motherfucking Ogo. That's this motherfucker said, that's the demiurge, Yaldabaoth, as Douglas also call him the pale fox. All these years I was listening, what the fuck is this dweller? I said, then God finds the dweller is Ogo, Keith. Oh shit! That's Ogo, guys. That's the motherfucker who left, who jumped out, who told me right yesterday that Sophia created without the feminine half, or Logos called him Ogu. The Gnostics called him called his ass the demiurge or Yaldabaoth. So he's calling the dweller, who's deep in under the ground, the dweller. And I mentioned the dweller is motherfucking the demiurge guys. So Thoth is being taught by the fucking demiurge. That's how down to the creator. That's why, oh, Ghost is the one. These crackers. He's the one that's been sacrificing motherfuckers to feed this fucking dweller nigga. Feed him energy. I said, wow, wow. So, go ahead, Joby.
That must be obeyed.
Must be obeyed.
Grew I there from a child into manhood, being taught by my father the elder mysteries, until in time there grew within the fire of wisdom, until it burst into a consuming flame. Naught desired I but the attainment of wisdom, until on a great day the command came from the dweller of the temple that
Came
I
from
be
the
brought
dweller.
before him.
Pause it. Came from Ogu, the demiurge, y'all the frost, bring those punk ass in front of me. So that's why I know this ain't got shit to do with no Inky. This is motherfucking Enlil, Yahweh ass, working with this fucking thing. So those is being told are nigga Sheeta, and we know those ass is also nigga Sheeta. You know, so nigga Sheeta is now being asked to come in front of fucking the demiurge, who was what would be a god, a Lord God, because as you read the thing with Joby read with the Gnostic text, he's a Lord form God, because Sophia created his ass without permission of the true God and without the other half. But he still would be radiating and have all the knowledge close enough to true God. Close enough. So you know this motherfucker would be very powerful. Go ahead, Joe.
Among the children of men who had looked upon that mighty face and lived.
And
For
then,
not
suppose
as the
that.
sons of men.
Sons of men. So the sons of men could not look at the goddamn dweller, Ogu, with their face. It would kill them because it's too illuminous, too bright, too dark. So he's telling you, most men cannot look at that face. It would kill their ass because of the energy. It's like you can never look at the face of true God. It would kill your ass. Spectacle of it, unless you're vibrating at this high enough level. But there's no level close to God that you can ever vibrate. Everybody said no one's ever come close. Everybody know Moses bullshit that no God. No one on this planet has ever made the true creator of the universe. So nobody, no matter how high you vibrate, you're never gonna get there. You don't vibrate ever high enough. Ever. Go ahead, Joby.
Are the children of light when they are not incarnate in a physical body.
Pause it. When they are not incarnate in a physical body, because they can, when we talk about these clones, they can make a body and house their lights. See, you are a light being inside the body. You just don't know how to do it because you've been put in this bitch. They have the knowledge of being able to do it. There's no such thing as death. So see, so he's letting you know they're just light beings unless they are incarnated into a body. Unless they're incarnated into a body. Just let you know the light beings are just there. Now he can see them. And most people can't unless they are incarnated into a body. Go ahead, John. Go ahead, Joe.
Chosen was I from the sons of men, taught by the dweller, so that his purposes might be fulfilled.
Taught by the dweller.
Yet unborn in the womb of time. Long ages I dwelt in the temple, learning ever and yet ever more wisdom, until I, too, approached the light emitted from the great fire. Taught me he, the path to Amenti, the underworld where the great king sits upon his throne of might. Deep I bowed in homage.
Pause that joke. Now this motherfucker's still here. It's underground. I'm up on his throne. Remember, he wanted to be God. He wanted to be some kind of a God. He wanted to be the creator. I know him. That he's not God. He's like 5 things down. You got Bobello, I forgot the whole panther. He's like number 4 that was made or some shit. But here he's a king. So he's sitting there in the halls of Amenti, which is underground, inside the earth. This is all factual too. I can prove all this shit. All of it. And so Thoth is now getting in cahoots. He said, and learn the things he want to learn, because Thoth is going to have to feed this nigga. Remember, he's cut off from true God. This is what all the children, the rape, the murder, the sacrificing, all this shit, Thoth is going to put into action. All this shit is because of him. I told you, all these pyramids on the planet were built by nigga Sheeta, Thoth. And remember, they always descend into what? Sacrifice, blood ritual sacrifice. From Mexico to Kemet to China, all the pyramids ended up in what? Blood ritual sacrifice. To feed those light beings, because those are the archons. Remember, they don't have any, but those are archons that Ogo created to serve him. So those are those demons, those light demons that Thoth is fucking with. That Thoth, you told me to read this shit over and over and over again. I did. Took me 10 years to figure out what the fuck you talking about, you wicked nigga. So these are the light beings that they talking about. If you go read the Gnostic text, and Jehovah's Witness, or you read the Dogon thing, remember, Ogo or Jodhpur started creating his own demonic angels. Those are the demonic angels, the demons that Thoth is talking about. Those are light beings right there with the fucking demiurge, right there with he called the dweller. Those are them motherfuckers that he created. The low vibrational entities. So go ahead, Joby.
Life and the lords of death, receiving as my gift the key of life. Free was I of the halls of Amenti, bound not by death to the circle of life.
So they're teaching his ass about how to not reincarnate, how to restore his body without having to die like everybody else and come back. They're teaching his ass, this is how you stay alive, though. This is how you keep your soul, generate the soul inside. When you leave the body, you're going to generate the soul. So when you come back into the body, it's going to regenerate all your cells. And you can live as long as you want to live without dying and having to reincarnate. So the dweller, punk ass, is teaching Thoth this shit. So you'll never have to die. You'll just come back, and when that body does wear out, you'll just make another clone and call yourself Hermes, call yourself nigga Sheeta, call yourself Enoch. You'll just create another body. And how's your life in it, though? We're going to show you how to do it. All right, Joby.
Far to the stars I journeyed until space and time became as naught.
Yeah, they talking about leaving his body. See?
Deep
it's this is when he's leaving his body.
I looked into the hearts of men, and there found I greater mysteries, and was glad. For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled, and the flame within be quenched. Down through the ages I lived.
Because I'm getting a mixture with I think Thoth meant good. I think he was corrupted. I think this nigga got corrupted, and now he's all kind of wicked shit. He's a child. They corrupted his ass. We're going to get this. We're going to make you powerful, Thoth. We're going to teach you all this miraculous shit. You better just do miraculous shit. Yeah, nigga. But you're going to serve me. Okay. So you can tell in the Emerald Tablets, the Thoth is always some good and some wicked, because even if Thoth is also wrote 7 laws of the universe. He also wrote that as Hermes, as another one of his avatars he created. You know Hermes is Thoth. Hermes tells you, I'm Thoth. He let you know, I'm Thoth, motherfucker. Just renaming myself Hermes 2,000, 3,000 years later in a different body. So we know it's Thoth that taught mankind the 7 laws of the universe. Polarity, energy, laws of correspondence, as above, so below. the laws of gender, female, everything has a female and a male side. So that's those teaching us that as Hermes. But go ahead, Joe.
Around me taste the cup of death and return again in the light of life. Gradually, from the kingdoms of Atlantis, past waves of consciousness that have been one with me, only to be replaced by spawn of a lower star.
Now pause it. See, pause it. Now I want you to see this and that. He said there was waves of consciousness that were one with him. So it means everybody was still smart as him. And then people coming back under spawns of a lower star. What does that mean? He's talking about the 25,000 year great cycle, guys. So when you come in, remember, we go up, we get smarter. When we go down, we get dumber. That's why Africans are fucking stupid now. They're morons. And then they're going to raise back up and become smart again. So he's talking about the 25,000 year cycle when Africans are on the way down. They're getting dumber because it's under a different star. So they're moving away from the star system Sirius, and they're falling. So they're coming back stupider. He said at once they were waves of consciousness that everybody was as smart as me. And since I'm not born again, I don't come back stupid. So I retain all my knowledge, but these niggas are coming back dumb as fuck. That's what he's telling you. He said the waves of consciousness they were one with. But as they've been born under another star, that means he's talking about the 25,000 year cycle, the great year or the Yuga cycle. So they're being born now on the way back down. And everybody's coming back stupid. Those that said, yeah, all these motherfuckers are being born dumb as shit. He said, born under a different vibration, a different star, different consciousness. So he knows when they come back who they were. He told me, he said, I've seen them come back. So he knows.
I've lost you. We've lost Kit there for a minute, but I hope he's gonna be back. Shout out to you on Sankenon Karibu and to everyone with us on the chats. You guys are doing great. Gonna wait for Kit to resume. I don't want to play it because I have to wait for him. I don't want to play it. Damn. Because I can't really explain this. So if I play it, I'm gonna ruin the rhythm or the flow of him explaining. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm back. You guys hear me?
Yeah,
I'm
we
back.
hear you.
Okay. Okay, what he said, so now people coming back stupider. See, all this stuff, you learn all this stuff, you cannot explain it. It's okay because you're like, what? Okay, it's different stuff. Years of study. I know all this now. So he's telling you they're coming back. People he knew in another life. Of course, when you come back, you don't know who you were in another life anyway. He knows who they are because he knows their energy, right? But he knows that now they're coming back stupider than once they once were because they're coming back under a different cycle of the 25,000 year cycle of time. Go ahead, Joey.
Okay.
Obedience to the law, the word of the Master grew into flower. Downward into darkness turned the thoughts of the Atlanteans, until at last in his wrath arose from his Aguanti, the dweller. This
Okay,
word
Father.
has no
Okay,
English
okay. Yeah, I missed it. I missed some piece. So he's telling you about them conjuring up demonic forces from the lower dimension, and which you can't really call it demonic. It's just a lower vibrational entities that the lower you are in frequency, the more demonic you will be. So that's how you make white people and other Asians. They're the low vibrational beings. That's why you keep them without any melody, because you can house a low vibrational being in it, which would be demonic. So at that time, Thoth is saying other Atlanteans are doing it. Now Thoth is doing the shit. And I think it's Thoth and Enlil, Yahweh punk ass, are doing it. Now, I'm not sure Yahweh's doing it yet. I know Yahweh's doing it later on when they're in Kemet. I know then the motherfucker is doing it. So, because we know supposedly Yahweh was on the other side of the world, and he had nothing to do with Atlantis. We know that was supposedly Thoth and supposedly his father Enki. But were the buildings of what we call Atlantis. White man can jump out. It doesn't exist. Is it real? It is real. You had nothing to do. You didn't exist. That's why you found out when you went to Kemet. The Comedians told. That's one reason why we know about, because the Comedians kept the record when Thoth moved everything to Kemet, and they started building Kemet into an empire. So that's when the white people finally come to Greece, and they tell them about Atlantis. And when white people get all their movies, they got white people in Atlantis. You did not exist, white people. But no age, none of you people exist. None of you. After thousands of years. Go ahead, Jumpy. I'm not going to do part of it. I'm not going to do all of it. I just want to do the first 15 minutes to set this up, to let you know this is the beginning of the creation of these people, because now you're going to have factions on this planet. Factions, these niggas fighting each other for power of the planet. This is the reason why they're going to make religion. Control your mind and teach you lies, to make sure you don't vibrate high enough to help this roller motherfucker feed off your energy so you cannot leave and go back to true God and back to the rest of the universe and live your life throughout the rest of the universe, do whatever you want to do. This is a soul trap here. That's why so many lies, all these fake religions were created. And a fake. There's what they call quantum, right? They try to change. Oh, we talking about this quantum world with the Africans. It's alchemy. What the Africans call alchemy. Why people learn now, but we knew hundreds of thousands of years ago. Rename it. Death doesn't exist. What? It's quantum. When I said, Joe, we showed that cartoon with the guy talking about quantum weirdness. Africans are doing that right there 100,000, 500,000 years ago. It's called alchemy. Named after Kemet. Alchemy. Which became chemistry. So, go ahead, Joe.
Equivalent. It means a state of detachment. Speaking the word, calling the power, deep in the earth's heart, the sons of Amenti heard, and hearing, directed the changing of the flower of fire that burns eternally, changing and shifting, using the logos, until that great fire changed its direction. Over the world then broke the great waters, drowning and sinking, changing Earth's balance until only the Temple of Light was left standing on the great mountain of Undal.
So we know they were going to allow too many things in from the lower dimension. So what they do, they shifted the Earth's rotation and sunk Atlantis. They changed the whole globe. They shifted the globe to Earth's axis. They moved the Earth. His power is so great. Because remember, Ogle created this this solar system. Him moving the planet is nothing. So he moved the planet to sink Atlantis to stop these demons that they were bringing up from the second and first dimension. So Atlantis sinks. And we know Atlantis has been found. Remember, you had the white guy talking about you're going to find Atlantis off the coast of the Bahamas in the Atlantic Ocean. They already found it. They already found Atlantis. I can keep showing you because that proves everything is real. The fake Bible is fake. The Africans had high advanced civilizations, flying saucers. Atlantis has been found. Hey, oh, you're looking for Atlantis? Where's it at? It's in the Bahamas, motherfucker. Down by Bermuda. You know, that's why you got by Bermuda. You got the Bermuda Triangle, where shit goes in and out of dimensions, because that was the hole they opened. They never closed that dimensional hole. That's why planes go missing, everything goes missing in that part of the world over the Bermuda Triangle. I'm gonna do that next. Go ahead, Joey. We're gonna finish this up real quick.
Rising out of the water, some there were who were living, saved from the rush of the fountains. Called to me then the master, saying, Gather ye together my people, take them by the arts ye have learned afar across the waters, until ye reach the land of the hairy barbarians, dwelling in caves of the desert. Follow there the plan that ye know of. Gathered I then my people, and entered the great ship of the master. Upward we rose into the morning.
So he's talking about Inky ship. He's talking about Inky ship, which is those ships. See, they keep changing. See, everybody's got a different edit. This edit is fucked up. No, those, he's talking about a flying saucer. These saucers you see flying around this bitch. Like, oh, is aliens exist? Yeah, dummy. Yeah, and they're black. So it gets in the flying saucer, and when nobody know hairy barbarians, white people didn't exist. So when nobody hairy, that's another fake thing they wrote in there. So he flies to Kim with the other Africans that are already living in that area. But no Arabs! You understand this? You people didn't exist. So that at this time, remember, this is like 50,000 years ago or before. So we're talking about white people in you age don't come on the planet to 6,000. So this is 50,000. This is 49,000 years. 41,000 years before any of you people existed. Okay, I mean maybe just 40 because the ages were created like around 10,000 years ago. So at least 40,000 years before any of you people existed still. Because you know why? You wasn't created yet. Yeah. You wasn't created yet. And I mean that. Created. So nobody, still all black people. So those gathers up some other people in this flying saucer. But he's telling you, and flies to the land of Kim. That's why they say, why did the white man change the name to Egypt? Blacks never called that shit no Egypt. It's called Kemet. And you see way back, it's 50,000 years ago, because this tablet was written 50,000 years ago. At that time, it was still called Kemet, the land of Kim. So he's telling them to take him to the land of Kim. Go ahead, Joby.
Thus lay the temple. Suddenly, over it rose the waters, vanished from earth, until the time appointed was the great temple. Fast we fled toward the sun of the morning, until beneath us lay the land of the children of Chem. Raging, they came with cudgels and spears, lifted in anger.
So the other Africans at that time lived in Kemet, like, hey, who the fuck are these niggas with this flying saucer? What the fuck is going on? They came to try to, kill those in their ass, kill these other niggas. So he's telling you, we go to the land of Kim, not the land of Egypt, the land of Kim, which was always called the land of Kemet. So they even knew back then that the land of Kemet existed and it had a name. So he flies to the land of Kemet. Go ahead, Joby.
To slay and utterly destroy the sons of Atlantis.
That's
Then raised I my staff and directed a ray of vibration, striking them still in their tracks as fragments of stone of the mountain.
So, Professor, so
Then
means,
spoke I,
so that means, of course, he was highly technical. So Thoth was able to use his melanin to freeze them by putting them in a laboratory, probably a magnetic field, manipulating magnetic field and freeze their ass. Which all African people, once you get back to African people, you can do all this shit. You are the technology. You just don't know how to do it. Those punk ass was taught by the dweller. Taught his bitch ass all this shit. Go ahead, Joey.
I to them in words calm and peaceful, telling them of the might of Atlantis, saying we were children of the sun and its messengers. Cowed I them by my display of magic science, until at my feet they groveled when I released them. Long dwelt we in the land of Chem, long and yet long again, until obeying the commands of the Master, who, while sleeping, yet lives eternally, I sent from me the sons of Atlantis, sent them in many directions, that from the womb of time wisdom might rise again.
Oh, that. Remember, he sent them, the people of Kim, to many directions. That's where he started getting all these pyramids all over the planet. See, this history I want you to know. That's why you got pyramids in China with no Chinese people. You got pyramids in goddamn Mexico with no Mexican people, only black people. All this shit was getting built. All these structures you see, they say, wow, we don't know how, we can't build it. That's when they were building this shit 50,000 years ago. Ancient shit. High technical shit. And I'm thinking now that Kemet was always evil in the beginning, because the dweller, I'm sure it's good, but the dweller, this Ogu motherfucker. But anyway, no, I don't think it was always evil. It's just a lot of complication there. But go ahead, Joey, finish that, because I'm going to go to something else.
Long time dwelt I in the land of Chem, doing great works by the wisdom within me. Upward grew into the light of knowledge the children of Chem, watered by the rains of my wisdom. Blasted I then a path to Amenti, so that I might retain my powers.
His powers, because
from age to age.
He said living from age to age, not die. So he had to go back down into Amenti, because that's when he would restore the cells in his body. Guys, by using a static field. He would leave his body and charge up his cells so he could live from age to age. Because Thoth was the king of Kemet for 16,000 years. He said from 50,000 to 36,000 BC, he was the king. But they never tell you they kicked his ass out. As I go deeper, see, Thoth is lying in part of this shit. He's only telling you part. He just left. I decided to leave Kim, and they kicked his ass out because he started doing wicked shit. Those punk ass, who we always venerated, and those is this. No. I got your punk ass. Don't start doing wicked shit. And so his brother, he never mentions his brother there, who was Marduk, who became what they call Ra, or Amun Ra, which is really Ra. They were arguing about who was going to rule Kemet. That's why you had an upper Kemet and a lower Kemet, or what they call upper Egypt and lower Egypt. And then eventually, his brother said, I want you to fuck out of here. That's when you see Thoth comes over to Mesoamerica. America and what they call Mexico. What they call Mexico then. Right? So Thoth is salty that Ra kicked his ass out of Kemet. And you know that Teotihuacan is named after Thoth. Teotihuacan is Thothacon, because he makes Teotihuacan in Mexico City. Oh, get out of that, Joe. Don't worry about that. We're done with that now. Go to I want you to go to Google real quick and say images of keyword. I don't know. Let me give you a second. How you spell that shit? Look. How you spell keyword God? How do you spell Tehuacán in Mexico City? I'm not pronouncing that shit right. Yeah, those. See? Those. So, what is up, Joby? Images of, it's going to be Teoth and then Uacan. Images of Teoth Uacan. Tehuacán, with the stones. Those are God.
Okay. Let me see if I have the right thing.
You know it's gonna be the right thing, because ain't much spell that kind of crazy. You see a bunch of pyramids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Sure. Yeah, that's it. So share that. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, the main one right there in the middle. There you go. Yeah, that one you got right there. That. So we know he goes build this same thing in Egypt, but with the materials, it's going to be a little different because the same materials are not the same materials you find in Kemet. You use the materials you got here in Mexico here. So Thoth goes and builds this. See, Thoth gets kicked out of Kemet because he starts practicing blood rituals, guys. See, remember the dweller who was Ogo, Thoth starts practicing blood rituals. He sacrificed. This is when you start getting sacrifices. Now, as a kid, why are they sacrificing shit? Why would you kill people and bleed them out and throw them down pyramids and shit? Why would any god? Why would you do that for any god? And that motherfucking Ogo. So the reason why they did blood sacrifice, why it goes on, they're feeding. We're talking about the Ashkenazi, the Jays, who those created. They control everything. I said these niggas are still running the planet. So those will start, as you remember, Kemet started doing blood sacrifices. And African people, we're not with none of that shit. So Thoth doesn't tell you in the Emerald Tablets there. He just says, I decided to retire from Kemet. Thoth was kicked the fuck out of Kemet. They kicked this punk ass out of it. That's why he comes back later as another avatar. I said, why would he change it? Come back as Thoth? Why would he just come back as Thoth? Why does he come back as Hermes? Because he was kicked out of Kemet. Because he was doing blood rituals and shit, feeding this damn dweller, motherfucker. This Ogu, this Yaldabaoth bastard. So Thoth is kicked out, but he goes and builds those pyramids over in Mexico. The same structure, shit, just like over in Kemet. But Thoth is salty. He's angry because he believes Kemet is his. Kemet belongs to me, motherfucker. So we get all the good shit, but we don't. The personality, we're not getting through that thing. You know, when you write your own biology, you only tell your good shit. You don't tell the bad shit you did. That's what that Emerald Tablet bullshit is. All the good. We're not getting that this motherfucker's mad that he lose Kemet. And the reason why Ray starts making these other people, remember, he wants to invade Kemet and take it back. He does. He does take it back. To understand it was the blacks that also kicked them. So that's why the racism between all other races, the hatred they have for us. Because we kicked those punk ass and his daddy Enlil out of fucking Jehovah punk ass out of Kemet. And so those, and that's where the story Osorsive comes up at. Remember Osorsive, so remember They carry that inky, that those or nigga Sheeta was what? A genesis. A geneticist. My fault is a genetic. That's why you got the thing in the Bible, Genesis. He was a geneticist. He knew how to splice shit and make different bodies that he got from this goddamn Ogu motherfucker. He was a geneticist. He was a master scientist. Dope was a master scientist. And so, I don't know if they at first decided to be evil at first. Because as they start, they started making all these other people. Of course, they started with Africans first. Khoisan, the Aboriginals of Australia, those are created niggas. Those are not original Africans, those are created niggas. The Australian Aboriginals are created nigga from a monkey, from a chimp. A lot the niggas on Papua New Guinea, that's a created nigga, not an original African. So they started creating. I don't know if they did it at first, because we always forget Enlil and Dothan, they wanted some motherfucker to worship them. They wanted to be gods like this dweller, like this Ogu Yaldabaoth motherfucker. They wanted to be worshipped. That's why he's telling them, if you betray my secrets, I will do this. But those ain't your secrets, motherfucker. Those are the laws of the universe that come from the creator. Those ain't your shit. Somebody taught you this shit. Shut the fuck up. So that's why when he got from blood, shut the fuck up. Me, your secrets of you. What the fuck are you talking? What the fuck are you? Shut your motherfucking mouth. What the fuck are you talking to? If we betray your secrets. What the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of here. So as they grow in wisdom, they kicked his ass out. Because this is when you start getting this sacrifice. So I want you to pull this up, Joby. Say the Aztec. I want you to write this in Google. Say the Aztec. So we know the Mayans were here and Teotihuacan, right? And also the Aztecs. Say what? He say who? Say what did the Aztecs believe they were sacrificing people for? Say what did the Aztecs say? AZTEC. What did the Aztecs believe they were sacrificing people for? And let's see what the answer is. We know the Mayans started doing that shit too. We can say the Mayans or the Aztecs, either one. Remember, these are all the civilizations that were started by Thoth. That's why it's called Thoth-the-God. What do we call that shit? Right there in the damn name. Go ahead, Joby.
The Aztecs believed that they were sacrificing people to feed the gods and ensure the continued existence of the world, as they thought the gods needed human blood to sustain the sun and prevent the universe from collapsing. Essentially, it was a way to repay debts to the gods who had sacrificed themselves to create the world.
So see, that's Thoth shit. See, Thoth set up all that fuck shit. So he's teaching them. He's causing sexual, always blood ritual. So they were killing innocent people to feed that fucking dweller, that Ogu, and that goddamn all the different names they call that motherfucker. The demiurge, the dweller, you call them Ogu, Yaldabaoth. So that was they feed the gods energy. That's why you got blood rituals today by what? The Ashkenazi small hats. They take kids and sacrifice them to the dweller. Who created the Ashkenazi? Who created these white? Oh, Thoth. And Enlil, their god is what? Jehovah. Enlil. You're getting it now. You understand the fuckery. You're getting it. You keep holding Thoth in high regard. You'll find out whatever this motherfucking Thoth went at, there was always blood rituals to feed Yaldabaoth, or what the Dogon called Ogo. There was always sacrificing going on to feed the dweller. Remember, Thoth is telling you, I went back to the dweller. He taught me what to do. He taught me his science and everything. And he said, hey, Thoth, nigga, I need bodies. I need blood, nigga. I need energy. I need energy now. I don't got. You need to set up shit to kill motherfuckers. And then you get to the blood of Jesus and the other thing, Christian religion, which is what a blood sacrifice, drinking the blood. There we go. I'm gonna get you. I'm going too far ahead of myself. We're connecting all the dots through time and space. So somehow, Enlil. So somehow we know there was a war. First of all, within Kemet, between Enlil, so against what they call Marduk Rock. We know there was a nuclear bomb drop because that's when it became desert. It wasn't desert at first. Remember, all that area of Northern Africa was all green. Remember, all that was all green. They don't start becoming deserts like 10,000. Put us up, Joby. Say, when does North Africa start becoming desert? About 10,000 years ago. Got some water, Joby? You good?
Yeah, I have some.
Hope you ain't got some water.
I did. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Spada said what?
I want you to put up, say, I want you to ask Google, say, when did North Africa start becoming a desert? What year? Say, what year did North Africa start becoming a desert? Which is known as the Sahara and the Sahel region. What year? That was all green at one time. That was all forest. So what?
It is around 5,500 years ago.
Yeah. About 5,000, so it's recent. And they started creating the cracker. It's all recent. It's new. See, so at this time, we know throw those lines, say go to the desert. When he goes to Cuba, it's all green. There's no desert in Africa. That desert is new. Remember, all that part of Africa was all green, like goddamn Kenya. It was all green. All of it was green. There was no deserts in Africa. We know they warred and they used nuclear weapons on each other. Because if you go in the desert of North Africa, there's glass underneath that desert. And you only get glass because remember, sand makes glass. How you make glass? By heating up sand. But you got to heat it at such a high temperature to get glass. So we know there's glass underneath that desert. So we know there was a war. There was a nuclear bomb drop. That's what created the desert. They were warring. So, I didn't say right now, it's Uncle Enlil, Jehovah punk ass, for warring on Kemet. Who was going to rule Kemet? And since they were high technical beings, they already had nuclear energy, nuclear technology. I already showed you, and Joby showed you, they had nuclear energy back in Africa 20 million years ago. You seen the nuclear reactor in Gabon. We rise, we get smart, we get stupid. We get smart, we get stupid. 25,000 years cycle of time. Every 25,000 years, we go smart, dumb, smart, dumb, smart, dumb. So, and now we're in the dumb period. So, we know 5,000 years ago, that part of Africa was nothing but forest and green and lush, all green. And we know there was a bomb drop there because under the desert, there is glass. Put us up, Joby. Say, is there glass? What does it say? Is there glass on the desert floor in Africa, in North Africa? Is there glass found? Oh, go ahead. You go. What does it say?
Okay, so according to Google, they're saying that yes, there is a glass in the Libyan desert in the form of Libyan desert glass. And
yeah, that's all. That's North Africa. It's all North Africa. You got glass because there was a nuclear bomb. They were fighting each other. See?
Yeah, so it stretches from Libya to Egypt.
Of course it does. Of course it does. That's the creation of the desert because these niggas were warring against each other for the power of Kemet. So we know it's that time period when white people start being created. Just 5,000 years ago. White people created 6,000 years ago. So we know that there's glass in that desert. You can't get glass unless you got high temperature, a bomb, a nuclear bomb at that. And they talk about it in the lost. If you guys go read the lost books of Inky, I told you there's truth in lies because these niggas are lying. They was writing these stories and these niggas are lying. They talk about them bombing each other, but Inky said there's nothing I could do. We dropped a nuclear bomb. It started making a desert. Right? If you guys want to know, go get the lost books of Inky. And he talks about it. Those his father talks about the war that they had with those fighting against his brother Marduk and sided with his uncle Enlil. So this time secretly, and those were secretly making people to worship their ass. I think they decided to make secret and then also to be anti-African, hate black people, because black people oppose these things. I keep telling you, we venerate those, and that's why white people love those so much. They love those and Hermes. And you're like, why white people love these niggas so much? So I think there was a mass between those and Lil, a mass gene splicing thing going on. And how do we make people to worship us, or to do our bidding, or to fight these? Because they needed an army, wanted to build an army to go and invade invade the Africans and Kemet. So we know the war happened because that glass is there. You can't get glass in the desert, guys, unless it was a bomb, high temperature. That's a bomb. And that's why you got desert there now. Because that was all green, as Joby just showed you 5,000 years ago. And the timeline and the chronology all adds up. So I don't got the whole truth, but I got the chronology. I know science. And I can fill in the pieces. So I know 5,000 years ago, before 5,000 years, that's all green. All northern Africa is forests and lush lands and farming lands and all that shit. But I know there's a war between Marduk, which is Ra, and Nigashita, which is Thoth. And Enlil, who is Jehovah. So they start a massive gene splicing, creating people. Now, for what at first, I don't know. I can't say for what at first. Why are they doing this? Of course, they want slaves. These niggas don't want to do no work. They want a slave race of people. That's why they make them unmelanated. So they want to make sure they can never rise to overthrow them. So they make sure that, remember, they make them unmelanated on purpose. So they can never get the consciously through light and connecting back to God is where you get knowledge. That's where a lot of this knowledge is coming from. I get downloads. It tells me to go look for shit. Now it gives me the knowledge because I'm connected to source. And so you have a massive gene splicing shit going on the planet, and it's done in secret. Enlil, Jehovah punk ass, and those in the Sheeta, but they don't tell nobody. But we find the evidence in these damn pyramids because you got a vortex light energy to create an avatar body. And so remember, during Atlantis, those are saying, and remember, that's what they're trying to do right now at CERN. Open up portals and bring other low vibrations. That's what I showed Joby with those sprites. Those are living beings trying to find a body. Those sprites are coming through other dimensions, right? Those light sprites. And so you have them creating bodies, and when we go back to him talking about Atlantis, remember he said they were conjuring up low vibrational entities, this reptile energy from Ogu that was causing havoc in Atlantis because it was housing them. It was See, since these guys were vibrating in such a low dimension, these demonic entities were allowed to house inside their melanated body because they were already doing low vibrational demonic shit. So these entities were able to take over the body, and like those, see, it only tell you that was edited. And those said you couldn't see that you were taking over unless you were able to what, manipulate the magnetic field around the human being, manipulate the vibration, then you can see the fucking demon inside this bitch. So we know those had that knowledge, right? We know those got the knowledge. Okay, so this is years later now. We know those got that knowledge. And Lil don't really got it, but those does got it. Yo, Jehovah Yahweh punk ass ain't really been hanging out with this fucking demonic ass Ogu shit yet. But those hags, those got the knowledge. He knows how to gene splice and do this shit and house avatars, which we call clones, with demonic energy, with these light beings. So, those are salty. Enlil wants to rule the world. Jehovah punk ass, he wants to be, I like calling him fucking Joe. That's later. Enlil, remember, Enlil wants to be worshipped. He wants motherfuckers to call him a god and all this shit. This wicked ass nigga. He wants motherfuckers to call him a god and have people do shit. This wicked motherfucker. That's why the God in the Bible, all the New Testament, all the Old Testament, that's Jehovah punk ass. That's Enlil raggedy wicked ass. But they mix him also with Ogu. So the same person we call God and the devil is Jehovah and that Ogu motherfucker. They in cahoots. Anyway, they start making all these beings in secret, remember? Because all of a sudden, remember, the Africans are ruling everywhere. The first Chinese are African, first Japanese are all these places. And then these other people show up. The Indians show up, the Asians show up, and the Africans like, whoa, what the fuck? Who are these people? Where do these people come from? Because you go back and read all the ancient texts, all these people come from nowhere and then start invading the African spaces in India, in China, in Japan. And the black people are like, whoa, where the fuck these people come from? What the fuck is going on? Like, whoa. At that time, Africans being loving said, well, maybe they don't know where these people come from, but we'll try to love on them. We'll try to be treated like human beings. Remember, they were all wicked. All of them were wicked. That's dope ass, creating these wicked fucking things. Putting all these animal genetics in all these people. Spice them with animals and making them bitches. Remember, they got dog in these motherfuckers? That's why they're so savage. Remember, he takes out the melanin. He knows what melanin does. He takes the melanin out. He's trying to see, they're progressing to their supreme savage. They make the East Indian. He's not savage enough. Like, that damn motherfucker, not savage enough. Then they go to the Asians. See, they're learning as they building these. That's why these people got all these diseases. Because they don't know all this science correctly. They're learning as they making motherfuckers. They're on the job. It's on the job training. They're learning. They're like, okay, that work. Are they real savage? Yeah, it's not savage enough. The white man is his last experiment in making it savage. That's why white people are the most savage, the most violent. So he's putting dog in that motherfucker and making vicious. Remember, white people got dog genetics. That's a fact. He's mixing all this shit in it to get you. Because remember, it's going to be a war in Kemet. They want these motherfuckers to invade Kemet. And if you remember, white people's first history ever, written history, is with white people called the Hyksos, and they invade Kemet. Remember, they're called the Hyksos, and they invade Kemet. All right? Guys, remember, they're called the Hyksos. That's white people's first time in recorded history. Violent, stank, fucked up. That's their first time ever recorded in history. Ever. As they invade Kemet. Okay? So they're working all this shit on the fly. That's why white people got all these diseases and shit. These Indians, they kill because those in India didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They were just cooking shit on the fly. Cooking shit. That's why the average life of the European into the African time was 35. 35. They're full of diseases and shit. These motherfuckers just baking up shit. They're just trying to, what works is like, it's like throwing shit against the wall. Okay, this works. Okay, we got this creature to work. All right. Here, okay. Remember, they still got tails. Because those in India ain't figured out how to make these motherfuckers ain't have tails because they gave them dog and other bipedal animals who have tails. That's why white people and East Indians and Asians are still today, this is a fact, still born with tails in the hospital that they cut off. You don't even know that. They're still born with tails today. Or horns coming out their fucking head. Do this for me, Joey, real quick. The images of white people with tails. There's a lot of stuff they hid now. They might show a little bit of it, but not too much. Because they know you're starting to know this shit. So they're hiding all this shit. Little babies. So they still got tails. So it means this tells you they were created. It's not my opinion. This is a fact. You're not a human being with a tail. Because they put all these animals in these people. This is a massive gene splicing shit. Yeah. Today, they're still born with, they call them a residual vertebrae. Means they have an extra vertebrae. Nothing racist about this. This is a fact. The ones who are born with, they cut it off. White people know they say, oh, that's just a genetic mutation. What? How can you have a genetic mutation for being a human being? Africa, we don't got no tail. You came from us. You couldn't mutate to having a tail because that was never in the African's genome. We don't got anything that has a tail in our genome. So you can't be a mutation from us. These Indians have tails and Asians have tails. A lot of them have horns in their heads because they were mixing them with animal parts. These are facts. Nothing to do with any racism. Either it's true or it's not. Nothing to do with any hate. I don't hate anybody. Nobody's worth my hate. But this is a fact. This is true. Don't pull up Indians with tails. They'll pop up. That's what I'm telling you. You know this when I'm telling you it's truthful. You can pull up Indian with tails, Asian with tails. But white people know they got tails. They're just out arguing up in the TikTok. See what them young guys were saying. They got, so yeah, that's just a mutation. You can't mutate something from something that never had it. You can't mutate from us and have a tail because the tail is not in our genome at all. There's no black woman running around here with a tail. Look, with a tail. And if it is, I'm telling you, get the hell out of my bed. Get your ass out of here. Anyway. So we know they were making these people. That's why they're all new to the planet, guys. That's why all your religions are new. And see, since they got control, they try to make fake history and say the world, see with their Bible, the world only started 6,000 years ago. Remember, that's the creation of them. But the tail jokes, that's when they were created. They try to say that's the beginning of the universe. No, it's the beginning of their universe. That's their Genesis is their genetics. It's the creation of them. Earth goes back millions of years with African people. All these other people are new. And that's why what they're dying out now. Because what you call, I'm not gonna say it because they call it racism. I'm gonna say it's an Obama. Obama. You put it's the Obama. See, Obama was part of the nation. Put that together. Obama and the nation. Okay? Obama and a nation. You guys get me? And Obama and a nation. Put those two together. Okay? You get it? So at that time, uh, so they start creating these other individuals. See, all my chronology always lines up. That's why you find Asians with horns in their head. They were using goat, fat, dog, cat. That's in their genome. That's the real, that's for real, for real. So these niggas are making, just throwing all kind of shit in the pot to make up this thing. But they wanted to get close to as vicious as something they could create. And so the last creation was the Caucasian, who's vicious. What Joe said? I understand they psychopaths. Yes! They're narcissistic psychopaths on purpose. Because they were created to be narcissistic psychopaths on purpose. So remember, so Joby, open this up. General Skeeter usually knows how to spell it. Say Osorsa. Say, who is, go to Google, say, who is Osorsa? Who is O-S, it's O-S-E-P-H. Who is Osorsa? You guys put that for Osorsa. Let me see if I can spell Osorsa. Just ask Google this. Go to your voice thing. Say, who is Osorsa? I never can spell that thing right. Let's see if I can. Let me ask Google. Find it, and so I can spell it for you. Who was the Egyptian priest Osorsa? Spell it. Okay. O-S-A-R, Joey. O-S-A-R, Joby. O-S-A-R-S-E-P-H. This is where you get your fake Moses myth. Say who? Say so. I say who was Egyptian priest Osorsa?
Ososif is a legendary figure from the ancient Egypt who is sometimes associated with Moses.
Yep. Where you get your Moses myth. So they create these white people, these Ashkenazi white people. Osorsa invades and Osorsa, remember, created by those. Created what they call the Hyksos. These are the first time white people are in history. And the Africans and Kemet don't know what the fuck is going on. Whoa, what is this, Jack? What are these? Because they call them lepers. I mean, leprosy means white skin, guys. In that movie, oh, they got leprosy. They'll never tell you. That means you got white skin. Leprosy is white skin. Leprosy is white skin. So that's why. So it should say that Osorsa took lepers and unclean people, which were the savage white people, and invaded Kemet. You see that anywhere, Joby?
Let me see. No.
Scroll down. So it should.
There's nowhere Kemet actually is mentioned. So they're saying that Ososif was an Egyptian priest who led an army of lepers and others unclean people.
Right there. Lepers, white people, Joe. Lepers mean, see, they give it a disease because there's nobody white, Joby. So they call it leprosy when you're white. See, now white is normal. Did you see white people? Back then, there was no such thing as white people, Joby. So they named it a disease. So leprosy means you have white skin, Joby. You were white. So they were called lepers because white was called unclean. They were savages. So he led a group of lepers and unclean people into what? Kemet. Remember, Thoth wants Kemet back. He was kicked out for doing wicked shit, but because he was sacrificing people to what? To Ogojo. He was having blood sacrifices in Kemet. That's what Thoth was doing. So they kicked his ass out of Kemet. And they sent him, what I showed you, over in Mexico. And he continued that same shit over there, as you read. Go ahead, Joe.
Yes.
Go ahead, finish it up.
That the army drove the pharaoh out of the country and ravaged Egypt, and also Amnophis, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, it returned, expelled the army, and then Osesif eventually changed his name to Moses.
Yeah, Osesif. So that's where you get your fake Moses myth that they put in the Bible 1,000 years later when they make that fake Bible. You know, those of them are behind making that fake Bible, making these fake lies, make this fake Moses motherfucker up. Don't tell you that Moses invaded Kemet with krakens that nobody never seen. Like, whoa! They're like unclean lepers and filthy motherfuckers. See, that ain't in your Bible. That ain't in your Bible. They tell that these are Hebrews. They became Hebrews, all kind of made up shit. The real story is they were filthy white people with the world they never seen. Because Thoth was cooking their ass up in caves. And you know, story about Osesif, he goes up in the caves to get the wife. They tell you that Osesif was possessed. Of course he was. Because remember, Thoth was able to be in and out of his body. That might be where you get the fake burning tree. That Thoth was talking to this dumb motherfucker as a light being. See, there's always some, I gotta extrapolate the fake story they made up. But what I knew Thoth could do, Thoth could live outside of his body. He could be a thing of light, as he told you. So I'm sure, so since Osesif, see, I'm sure the story got fucked up down age, but I'm sure somehow, since he was a priest in Kemet, he was a good priest, he got manipulated by Thoth's ass. He said, don't you want power, nigga? Don't you want to be part of the ruling class of Kim? Yeah. And he's never seen nobody outside the body talking his ass. He don't know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is happening? You God? Yeah, nigga, I'm God. Oh, shit. Well, what you do? I got some people hidden in Europe in the Caucasus Mountains. It wasn't named that then, but that's the area. The Caucasus Mountains up about Russia. Up about Russia and Georgia. I got these group of people I want you to bring back. We're going to invade Kemet. We're going to let you be the king. Yeah? Yeah. We're going to let you be king, nigga. Hell yeah. I want to be the big head nigga. Yeah. I got big head nigga syndrome like everybody else. Okay, boy. Now let's go. We're going to take you up to, remember, wasn't no white people, wasn't no Russia, but that's the area. It goes to the caves and get these crackers from. There's no place called Russia yet. It exists. It's just all African people. So he goes get these people. I mean, he's got to teach them. At that time, remember, Osesif tells you in the book by Manetho that the white man was still walking on all fours. He wasn't able to walk upright yet. He was still walking like a dog on all fours. So he had to teach them how to talk a little because they were grunting. Because stupid ass Thoth didn't teach them how to talk yet. They was grunting like animals. Like a real caveman. So Osesif goes up there. We don't know how many years he's up there, teaching the motherfuckers how to walk on all fours since they're already savage. They're brutal. They're already brutally savage. That's why they were created. See, and that's why through history, that's why the white man's on top. Thoth and Yahweh put them on top and then create a fake religion around them. Remember, we got rid of Enlil, and so that was the war you see in Kemet with the glass and the damn desert being created. So them having not the technology, which is spiritual, to be outside their body and create power. That's why the white man's in power. And that's also in your Gnostic text. They're telling you Yahweh, who is real. Put these crackers, and don't put these crackers on top of their system. And that's what you're dealing with today. Those are the small hats that run the planet. Shout out to my boy Akarad got it right. They're being controlled by black people still around this motherfucker. But I want to show this last video before Joby goes. But we got to wrap this up in a minute. Got about 15 more minutes. So I'm gonna keep going on Friday too. So I just want to give us a frame of reference. It took years for me to put this all together on a timeline, and because a lot of things you learn is just lies. Because these niggas wrote the damn stories about themselves. Those lying ass and these lying ass motherfuckers. They wrote their own story. Of course, they're gonna be good. They'll tell you that those got kicked out of Kemet. We don't see that nowhere. That they booted his bitch ass out there for sacrificing people. So before Akarado got it completely right. So I want you to go, Joby, where I sent you. Which one I sent you? I sent you. Oh, that's just a minute. Okay, the video right under the Emerald. I want you to play that one. Then I want you because that's only a minute. Then I want you to want to play the one that says Inky. Yeah, the one that you're about to play first.
All right.
Okay. So I want you to show that Inky's in the water. There's spaceships and bases in the water. If you've been on any kind of like Ricky Snow would tell you, hopefully Ricky will watch this later. But Ricky told you too, when he was in the Navy, I seen him, you would see these damn ships come out of the ocean. But you was not allowed to say nothing. And so I just wanted to show them showing out how they know they only admit this now because the frequency is changing. So you'll see the Navy flying after this ship. Now this is Inky. Okay, this ain't Enlil. This is the other faction of Anunnaki who's gonna dive in the ocean. They're like, whoa! I want you to know that these other niggas exist. You have black people on a high level of consciousness and a high level of technology that's probably 1 million years ahead of us, at least 1 million years. Go ahead, Joe.
A newly released video recorded by the U.S. Navy personnel 2 years ago shows an unknown sphere that followed a Navy warship before disappearing into the ocean.
The video provides the latest glimpse into an ongoing Pentagon investigation into UFOs.
And that's why I'm letting you know, there's never going to be another nuclear bomb to ever be allowed on this planet again. They're not going to allow it. They're here. They're not going to allow no nuclear bomb. So you can't skip. There might be a nuclear war between Russia and America, or America and China. No, it won't. No, it fucking won't. Because these people are created, and they're easily able to shut down. No, it won't. Go ahead, Joe.
I-Team reporter George Knapp unveils details about the encounter earlier on today on our Mystery Wire website, George.
Ryan, you know, UFOs are in the air. If I'm here in the studio, something's going on.
And that's why they got the white people making jokes about it, because they control them. They don't want them to know that they're here, that all this exists, that they rule from behind the scene. That's why the white people control, make this all a joke. Africans been through this. They've been talking about this thousands of years ago. That even our ancestors come from the space, come from the star. That's a fact. Go ahead, Joe.
Colleague filmmaker Jeremy Corbell with analysis and background on Mystery Wire. The unknown object was one of several that essentially surrounded the Navy warship multiple times over 3 days. 4 other Navy ships had similar encounters.
Over a period of several days in July 2019, at least 5 U.S. Navy warships based in San Diego were swarmed by drone-like objects of unknown origin. One of those ships, the USS Omaha, was on maneuvers more than 100 miles directly west of San Diego and beyond the Channel Islands. One of the Omaha's central missions is surveillance, so it's packed with cutting-edge technology and sensors. But it appears the Omaha was itself under surveillance. This video was recorded inside the Omaha's command center just before 11 p.m. on July 15th. The image on the screen shows a 6-foot in diameter sphere that traveled alongside the Omaha for about an hour. It was pitch black outside, so the image was obtained via a thermal sensor. Personnel in the command center made multiple recordings of what was on the screen. At precisely 11 p.m., the unidentified sphere seemingly vanished into the ocean.
Splashed.
Okay.
When they say splash,
That's it. Yeah, it wasn't no splash. That means they opened up the water and went through it. They didn't splash in the water. They opened up the water and goes in it. Go ahead, gentlemen. Let him finish real quick.
Well, splash. That means this object went into the water, or they suspect it did. And
Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell obtained the video from sources he declines to identify. In April, Corbell and Mystery Wire released a series of other startling images that are included in a briefing presentation prepared by the UAP Task Force, a unit created by Congress last year to collect UFO-related images and information for a comprehensive report.
I apologize. Now we're going to end it. That's the reason you're going to be sick, because you're going back up on this 25,000-year cycle. That's why. So, and then they'll ask, wonder what? BACCI in your ass. So you could see your light spectrum is changing. You're going to start being able to see these things because the frequency is changing. Now, Joe, get out of that. Now go to that last video. I'll show you where it says inky. Think about 5 minutes before we get out of here. What you eating, Joby? You eating your food again? Oh, did I lose Joby? Rose. So they only admit this because they can't deny it anymore, because the sites are too frequent. They remember they make jokes and lie and call you crazy. You're a nut. Maybe Hey, Joby?
Sorry, I'm in the washroom, I think.
Oh, that was you in the washroom. Okay, no, I couldn't tell. I thought it was just me. Okay, I thought I was fucked up. So get out of that, Joby, and go to the video underneath that with what's in inky. E-N-K-I right there. I can't find the video, but it's on my boy Akarazo video. It's showing Iki under the ocean, a spaceship coming up. I showed you guys so many times, and the people are in those boats. They don't know it's a big ass spaceship in the water underneath there, and you got a helicopter filming it from top there. Like, oh shit! See, like my boy Aki, I don't agree with everything he's saying here.
How's it going, guys and goddesses? This is Zachariah. I'm back. This is March 26, 2021.
So these are all old videos. Remember, they took down his YouTube channel about 8 months ago. He had all the good. They took his shit down. So all he had was a small BitChute channel that he put up 5 years ago, and then he stopped because YouTube was letting him post some more. Then they just completely took his shit down 8 months ago. But go ahead, Joey.
NicheAddictGeneral.com.
Because all this shit's the truth.
You got update of blog posts. These are some of the videos that they had taken down off of YouTube. All the banned videos will be here on NicheAddictGeneral.com. This channel is just a blog post update to inform you to go to NicheAddictGeneral.com, and then that way you can access all the videos that have been taken down. Okay, or you can go to Aka_Ra at BitChute, BITCHUTE.com. and you can watch the videos there. I will be posting the links to both the blog and to my BitChute channel. And if you want, you can watch the videos there, access everything there. And I got new new presentations, new lectures will be dropped. I got a lecture breaking down. We're going to break down free energy technology. Okay,
that's why they got ready.
Now how this universe operates.
I really work.
And we're going to get into how the gods are here. Okay, so all these deep state knuckle brains, all these Illuminati knuckle brains who think they run the world. Well, Lord Inky has returned, and they have all their military bases surrounded. Okay, Lord Inky is here. The gods are back in town. Okay, and these knuckle brains ain't running a damn thing.
I don't like to call them gods. They're not gods. Okay, let's not call them that. Other niggas that just have higher technology than us, not gods.
Okay, and they're here to re-establish order. Okay, now
better kill Tolton and Lil.
Let me break this down about these gods. Okay, Lord Inky is the type of god. You know, they have like a galactic. What is it? It's kind of like a galactic law, whatever the case is, where under galactic rulership, in order for a tyrant or a demon, should I say, to have authority over you, you have to give that demon or that knuckle brain consent. In other words, if you go along with these garbage vaccines, okay, you have consented to it. Whether they coerced you into it or not, you consented. Okay? So these gods that are here are not going to defend anybody who consents, who have consented or given in. Okay? Now, if you stand up for yourself and don't consent, then these guys will have your back. But they're only going to fight to the degree that you're willing to fight for yourself. Okay? You stand here and roll over. Okay, well, don't expect these gods to fight on your behalf if you're unwilling to fight for yourself, is what I'm saying. You have to stand up to the tyranny. Okay, soldier up. Okay? And fight fearlessly and just understand that the gods got your back, man. Okay? Now, Lord Inky has returned. Lord Marduk is here. Lord Thoth, Muzi.
He still thinks Thoth is a good guy. Lord Thoth is the motherfucker we gotta fight. Yeah, Thoth ain't never left this bitch. It's not about it. Walking in other bodies and shit. Yeah, Thoth is wicked. So he still ain't. So I don't know if you knew that. You did this 4 years ago. I don't know if you found out Thoth is wicked, nigga. Go ahead, Joe.
And they're here to reestablish order and to bring in the new age. Okay? Now, Lord Inky is based in the oceans because Lord Inky is also Poseidon, as you see in the movies Aquaman. Okay? And, you know, the Dogon speak of the Nomo, who are fish people that come out the oceans that gave the Dogon knowledge, you know, help them, you know, with their knowledge and their teachings. These are these fish guys that come out the water, okay?
Not guys. That's not a fish guy.
They work with Lord Inky, who was Poseidon, who was the god of earth and water.
So now, remember, Inky knew how to also do genetic manipulation. He the one taught niggas shit along with this. So I'm gonna say I'm not gonna go in on Inky. I don't think he's bad, but Inky created these fish people, what we call mermaids. This is all real. That's why they try to make you believe all this shit's fake. It's all real. He genetically created these other fucking people to serve him in the ocean. That's why these things are flying in and out of the ocean. And there's bases, military bases of inking them in the ocean. Go ahead, Joe.
Enlil, who is Yahweh, is
and remember, the U.S. government, I told you, yes, they're in the ocean. There's nothing we can do about it. They finally came out and admitted There's no more lying. They told you, yeah, they're in the ocean. There ain't shit we can do about it. Of course, there ain't nothing they can do about it because they're a million years technically advanced than these white people that they create. They're about to get wiped out, white people. I tell you now. That's what's happening. There'll be another war. But anyway, yes, white people finally told us they're in the ocean and ain't shit we can do about it. That's right. Go ahead, Joe.
Down there in Antarctica. Okay, that's why you see all these little Illuminati knuckleheads going down to Antarctica, because they're going down to Antarctica to meet with Enlil, who is Yahweh. Okay, and you know they're coming in with this artificial intelligence to lock down humanity, wreck economies, and lock us down, and you know take souls into the next cycle. And if you don't want to be caught in that trap, don't consent. It's plain and simple. Don't consent. Okay? Stand up for yourself and recognize you got back. Okay? The gods are here. They're here in full force. All right? And they have Illuminati bases surrounded. All over the globe. They're surrounded. All right? Okay, it's these gods that lead these crop circles, as you can see. Now, here's a crop circle with like a gray alien. All right. Gray alien crop circles. All these crop circles, they're symbols. Okay. These are the gods announcing that they are here. Okay. And then you have, you know, like these gods are, you got the ones that are for humanity, the ones that got your back. And then you got the nasties that are working, you know, to keep you in prison here,
right?
So they
keep you in the cycle.
On your energy.
Keep feeding up your energy. Exactly, you got that right. They're there to keep you here. That's why the white people keep you here reincarnating over and over again to feed off your energy. That's the dweller who was fucking with those. Daldabra, Ogo. Go ahead, Joe.
They're the Ogo, children of Ogo. Okay. And like I said, Elohim, Anunnaki, you had two types of gods. You have the peaceful Anunnaki, and then you have the warrior type Anunnaki. Yahweh is the warrior type. His job was to come here, seek and destroy Ogo.
Ogo.
Okay.
He didn't do it. He teamed up with the motherfucker.
Inky's job. Okay. See, this gets into the politics of the war between Inky and Enlil, because Enlil's the second-born son, but his mother is a royal Anunnaki, whereas Inky, he's the firstborn son, but his mother is a non-royal Anunnaki. Okay? So, Inky and Enlil are fighting.
His mom was the second wife, so Inky don't have title to the throne. Enlil, Yahweh, Jehovah punk ass does. And so Inky's like, fuck that. I'm the firstborn. Fuck that. Okay, my mom was not the first wife, motherfucker. I got title. So that's what this war is about. Thank you for what, Joe.
And bidding to rule the galaxy.
Exactly.
So Enlil want to come in here and wipe out the Ogo energy. But Inky understood, okay, if he allows Enlil to come in here and wipe out the Ogo energy, then he will never have a chance to ascend to being ruler of the galaxy. So Inky took the energy of Ogo, encoded it into his DNA. His offspring, who is us, are now aligned to rule the galaxy, because we are the complete human. We are the complete Nomo. We have the DNA of Ogo and Isis.
No, we're not his offspring. We were already here before these motherfuckers showed up. That's not true. Sorry, we were already here before these motherfuckers showed up. White people is offspring. We're not. Everybody said that the children of the gods took the children men and fucked the women. That's what he did, not us. That was the crackers they were creating. These other individuals they created. We were already here. So no, we're not created. We don't got any animals in that. So nothing created us. So we're not the offspring of any Inky, any Inlet, or none of these motherfuckers. Actually, we're over them. Actually, we are over their heads. That's a whole nother story. I'll get to that later. And they know that. That's the reason why the damn hatred for us. We're actually over these motherfuckers. And when we start getting back our powers again, that's the scary thing. We go back up in frequency, there's going to be a war. I think enough Africans have been through all these cycles of time to lead this bitch. That's what they've always been scared of, the domination. You know, over and over again through time immemorial.
Okay? So Yahweh's plotting to wipe us out.
Wipe us out. That's true.
That's what this vaccine and all this other, you know, COVID-19 and all this nonsense is all about, man. It's all about reducing the world population. Okay? Ensuring that Enlil stays ruler and commander of the galaxy. Okay? But Inky is not going to allow that to happen, which is why he has returned. Okay? He's based in the oceans. Okay? Near the center of the earth. All right? These oceans go miles and miles and miles and miles deep. You know, most of these nuclear submarines, they can only go so deep in the ocean before the water pressure becomes too great. Okay? Which is why, you know, Inky has been able to stay out of sight for all these years. You know, he was waiting his turn to be ruler of the cycle. But yeah, that's the whole warfare between Enlil and Inky. This is all about who's going to rule this galaxy. Who's
so we're talking about psycho guys. He's talking about psycho. They're talking about astronomy. Now you're in the age of Aquarius. This lines up with Inky's astronomy. So he's saying it's my turn to rule, and now we're going to do what we got to do. Fuck that. So then we talking about the cycles. Go ahead, Joe.
And because Inky has taken the DNA of Ogo and encoded it into his genetic line, and we are the offspring of Inky, that means that we are in line to override Yahweh as ruler of the galaxy. Okay? So we got to get into, you know, these nomos. And as you see right here, Nomo mythology, Dogon religion, and creation mythology says that Nomo was the first living creature created by the sky god Amma. Okay, and that gets into your quasars. Shortly after his creation, Nomo underwent a transformation to multiply into 4 pairs of twins. One of the twins rebelled against the universal order created by Amma to restore order to his creation. Amma sacrificed another of the Nomo progeny whose body was dismembered and scattered throughout the universe. Okay, this dispersal of body parts is seen by the Dogon as the source for the proliferation of Bennu shrines throughout the Dogon's traditional territory. Wherever a body part fell, a shrine was erected. Okay. But anyway, the Nomo or Numo are primordial ancestral spirits in Dogon religion, and cosmogony, sometimes referred as demi-deities venerated by the Dogon of Mali. The word nomos is derived from a Dogon word meaning to make one drink. Nomos are usually described as amphibious, hermaphroditic fish-like creatures. Okay? These fish-like creatures,
I mean, they're both male and female.
Basically discussed in the movies like Aquaman. In Marvel Comics, is Submariner. Submariner comes from Atlantis. And of course, Inky Ptah was ruler of Atlantis.
Atlantis, exactly. Exactly. Inky was ruler, Ptah was ruler of Atlantis. And see, there's still some fucked up shit, because remember, if Thoth is Inky's son, Inky let Thoth go be fucking around with the demiurge. Remember when Joey had the first thing of the tablets of Thoth? Those are talking about, grew up under my father, Inky, Thoth's maid, which is Ptah and Kemet, and he took him to meet the fucking dweller. Inky took him to meet this motherfucker. That's what Thoth is saying in the Emerald Tablets. So, yeah, some bullshit's going on. Because Thoth is telling you in the Emerald Tablets, my dad Inky took me to meet this fucking Ogo. Remember that? He didn't know this motherfucking Ogo motherfucker. His dad took him to meet this bitch and said, "Oh, this kid is smart. Bring him back so I can train his ass." Remember that? That's in the book. That's in the tablets. You mean Inky didn't know this motherfucker was wicked? See, there's always some shit. I don't think there's no good actors in none of this shit. Then we're gonna end up fighting all these motherfuckers. Go ahead, Joey.
Inky, Thoth, Marduk all moved over to Kemet, built the pyramids, and ruled Kemet. Okay, they're the rulers of Kim. And of course, Enlil was the ruler of Sumeria.
Exactly.
And these nomos basically are fish humanoids that came out the ocean and gave the Dogon their knowledge, basically. Well, anyway, these nomos are like the genetic, I would say, maybe they're the genetic engineered descendants of Enki. Okay, and Enki is Poseidon, who's based in the oceans. So Poseidon, Enki is the Lord of the land and the waters. And Enlil is Lord of the sky. Right. Okay, as it tells you right here, Mesopotamian gods and kings. Okay, Enki, Sumer, Sumerian, Lord of Earth, Earth's master. Ea, Akkadian, he is he whose home is water. Okay, Nimrud, okay, the artful fashioner. Okay, Dagon, also Dogon. Okay, Assyria, fish suit worn by gods of water. Okay, Neptune, planet named after Enki, ancient Egyptian. Okay, here you go. Oannes, Greek fish suit worn by gods of water. Okay, so the gods of water are basically mermaids. Okay, so we're going to kind of get into these little mermaids here, roaming around. Okay, before we step into that, here's Enki Ea. Enki is the scientist behind the human's creation. His race decided to come down to Earth more than a million years ago in order to boost the evolution process of our early ancestors. He is the being that shared his own DNA with the first humans so that we could one day evolve to the stage of elders. He is known as Enki Ea, Sumerian, Ptah, Egyptian. They say he's Shiva in India. I don't believe he's Shiva, but Odin, Nordic, and Poseidon. Okay, so Enki is Poseidon. Okay, he had many names. Anyway, the Abrahamic religions gave him the name devil or Satan, which is extremely disrespectful. Sole purpose of this is to make humanity forget about our real creator. As long as you fear him, you cannot get close to him. Enki is one of the most perfect beings that I've ever encountered. He is kind, caring, loving, patient, and above all, he always offers his guidance when needed. But at the same time, you know, if you give Lord Enki a problem, he will send a tsunami and bust you up. But anyway, he has mid-short, half curly hair. Trying to say he has blonde hair, whatever.
Right.
You know, these guys can come in as many different avatars.
They can put the
form of whatever type of human they decide to want to take the form of. But usually, the original guys are Black African. But you know, naturally, someone white, and this is their website, whatever the case is. But yeah, Enki is Poseidon. Okay, we're going to get into that. Okay, these Nomo that the Dogon are discussing are being seen all over the world. Okay, today we call them mermaids. Okay, we're going to give you an example of some of these mermaids, man. Here you go. Here's one of them right here. I've shown this. There goes the hand of the mermaid hit the submarine.
In the submarine.
Hopefully they want to show the face. Yeah, there you go. That's the face right there. Okay, that's a Nomo right there. Okay.
Africans knew this thousands of years ago. These are fantasies. Right. No, motherfucker. Africans knew about all these things existence thousands. You didn't exist. You didn't exist. So you want to say the Africans were crazy and they're just coming back? This shit was all known. Go ahead, Joe.
They're here in full force. Okay, Enki, Ptah, who was also Poseidon. is here in full force. He has his craft based underneath the oceans, okay, and they're based all over the world, and they have every military base surrounded. So these Illuminati knuckle brains, if they get out of line, okay, they're going to be dealt with. But anyway, that's it. Let me make this clear. These gods are only going to help you to the degree that you're willing to help yourself. So if you consent to this reptilian demonic agenda that we call the Illuminati, if you consent to it, don't expect these guys to have your back. Now, if you resist, stand up to these demons, then Lord Inky's going to have your back. All right? He's going to have your back. And we're going to get into Lord Inky here, but let's take a good, let's see if we can get some video on these other nomos here. Okay, here's another, right there, another nomo, a fish man or a fish god coming out the ocean that the Dogon were discussing. There they go right there. I don't know if you can see it right there. But that would be a fish man or a fish god that the ancestors were discussing for thousands of years. Exactly. You know, they come out the ocean as mermaids, basically, and these are the fish gods. These are the Nomo that the Dogon were basically discussing. And Lord Inky has returned. That's why you're seeing more and more of these mermaid sightings are being reported all over the globe. You're starting to hear more and more sightings of these Nomos, okay, because they actually exist, and they were all in, you know, Dogon cosmology. They were discussing about the Nomo because the Nomos actually exist, and this is actual history. And we're going to get into Lord Inky, and I want to show you that Lord Inky is here, and he is here in full force. Okay, so, you know, don't consent to these knuckle brains in the deep state. All right. Okay, right here. This happened. It was a helicopter flying over the Mediterranean.
Remember me and Joby showed this about a year ago. I was talking about this. I couldn't find the video, so that's why I went back to Akaraz. I knew he had it in his video. We had the video. I couldn't find it, and I took it down. You see Inky coming up in North Africa, right by Egypt, because they used to rule. They created Kemet, coming up out of the water, and they don't even, and those boats underneath it don't even know he's there. It's all quiet. Got this big spaceship underneath there. There's a helicopter on there. He probably said, "Oh shit!" Go ahead, Joey.
People, you know, just chilling out in the Mediterranean in their little rowboat, and he caught Lord Inky coming up from the depths. And here we go, man. Here's Lord Inky coming up. Okay, this is Inky right there.
Inky right there. Right.
Here's right there. So now these people in these boats don't even realize that one of the craft, the Lord Inky,
and that's the shit. That's the shit I seen shoot up. That's the shit I seen shoot up the goddamn aircraft carrier when I was on that motherfucker. I didn't know none of this shit then. I was like, motherfucker, what the fuck? You know, I'm like, what? Motherfucker just came out there. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah. Do aliens exist? Other entities? Yes, they exist. Yes, moron. And those are niggas that run it. Go ahead, Joey.
It's underneath them, and they don't even recognize it. See, they're just sitting here in a boat.
Right.
They don't realize it's directly underneath them, coming up out the water. See, it's Lord Inky. And see, these craft, the craft of Lord Inky is so quiet that you wouldn't even hear it. But the guy in the helicopter filming these people in the boat filmed Lord Inky coming up in his UFO, or as they call USOs, they call them unidentified submerged objects, coming up out the ocean. Right there. See that little dark spot right here? That's Lord Inky's UFO craft right there. Okay? And these underwater UFOs have every military base on the planet surrounded. Okay? So you know Yahweh is here. But guess who else is here? Lord Inky's here too. Okay, there he is right there in full force.
They know they're here. They told you they're here. In the oceans, and nothing we can do about it.
The gods are here. As you can see right there, the gods are here. They're here, and they're here in full force. Okay? And see, these people in the boat don't even know. They don't even know what's coming up from under the depths. They have no clue what they're rowing over. you know, they're just paying attention to the helicopter, but they don't realize what's directly underneath them. See? Right there. And you can check it out. UFO. How will you swim if there's a giant UFO under your boat like this caught in the Mediterranean Sea? Okay, this is just one of the many UFOs caught underneath the ocean. Okay? And like I said, man, the gods are here. The gods are here, and they're here in full force. Okay?
All right, Joe, we can wrap this up.
We'll blog updates.
Stop you to get up out of here. We'll finish this up part 3 on Friday.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to the comments, or you guys, in case of any question that you guys have pending, think you can.
Can you go through some, Joby? Can you go? I would, but I can't see them.
Let me see if I can. Let me see.
Take you like 3 minutes to go through that shit. I didn't see many comments. I think they were just mostly all listening.
See, Jason earlier was saying that they had ancient cars. They would drive trucks. Still remain in stone, going miles. And also, see, Ricky Snow says that that explains all the pyramid under the oceans. And I also see Jason also says that they went through many trials and errors during the creation period till they got it right, I guess. And also see Jiba Jaba said that the pyramids in Bosnia, Japan, the moons across America, South America. This is fascinating. And also see we have John Mosquito. Jason says that's when they cut down those huge trees as well, especially the Devil's Tower. And also Jason asked that Bobby Hemit said it was Titan. It was a Titan being the devil, and his crew was really scared for some reason. They got up and left when he came. I forgot his name. And we have Martin Karibusana. He says EWF released a hit song in 1974. Mighty Mighty People of the Sun radio stations told the song was racist and stop the airplay. Okay, and also, I don't know how that is related, but anyway. Also, see Jiba says that the Vatican has statue of Moses with Horus on his head. Ricky
You
Snow.
can get all the information.
Ricky Snow says one thing I can say is that the age of 64, I've never slept with Latin women because of Donkey Show in Mexico. I never sleep with any Asian women because of the black gonorrhea. I never, yeah, like literally, he's never done that. That's what he says. And Ricky also says that expect in they disrespect black women in Africa. Expect in Bermuda Triangle. See idiots of stranger things coming and going into ocean. And also see and Sankenwan Karibu Sana. I see you. Yeah, I'd say those are the majority of the comments. I've not gone through all of them, and they were not really that many. But yeah, we finished all this conversation on Friday. It's been amazing. It's so deep. I'm not gonna lie. This is I can't take all that in those two shows. A lot for me. That's a lot. I just listen. And, yeah, I'm taking notes slowly. You know, writing them down. That's a whole.
This ain't right. This ain't your daddy's church, Joby. Singing hallelujah. It's the real shit.
Yeah, it's so real, man. This is crazy, man. So deep, super deep. But anyway, we're coming to the end of today's show. Thank you to everyone who has been with
Much
us
love,
today.
family.
Have yourselves a beautiful day. See you guys tomorrow on the Culture Show, same time, same place here on the network. If you do not have our application, ensure you download, which is very easy for you to find on the Google Play
But
Store.
I'll go on TikTok. She also be on TikTok. Just go Black Out Fire Radio on TikTok. She'll be there too. So. Oh, this is Joby.
I'll be there too. Yeah, so see you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Much love. Peace. We out.
Peace.